Cool. Jimmy, just if you could start us off by giving us an overview of how you reckon the game sits 99 behind going into tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I think the West Indies have had the best of the first few days, certainly. We're up against it a little bit, so we know exactly what we've got to do. We've got to bat well tomorrow, try and get a decent lead, or decent enough lead, get ahead of them so we can give ourselves a chance of bowling them out fourth innings and winning the game. It's not been our best performance with the bat or ball, to be honest, in the last few days, so we've got work to do in the next couple.
And on a personal level, it's been a good few months, even longer than everyone else, out of the game for you. Are you enjoying being back at the sort of the cut and thrust and working hard for your wickets?
Yeah, certainly felt like I had to work hard today to get the wickets. Felt like a sort of new ball pitch where the new ball did a little bit, got a bit of bounce and a bit of seam movement. And then after that, once the ball went a little bit softer, it felt like it was a really sort of flat wicket. You had to work very hard to get anything out of it. So, I love doing, putting a shift in, doing a decent day's work in the field. And that's certainly what we did today.
Okay, I think we'll go with Dean Wilson, please.
Hi James. Just your comments on Ben Stokes and his performance. I mean, 4 for 49, really stepped up when the team needed him. Just your thoughts on how he went.
Yeah, I thought he did a brilliant job. It wasn't easy. Like I said, it was a sort of new ball wicket where once the hardness had gone out of the ball, it really felt difficult pitch to bowl on. And as you said, we had a decent amount of miles in our legs, myself, Jofra and Woody. So then when Ben got those few wickets at the end, that was a crucial time for us. And it's given us a little bit of a chance to, get, if we bat well tomorrow, it gives us a chance to try and get a decent lead. And get ourselves back in the game.
And he looked like he was limping a little bit at one stage. Is he physically okay? Is he struggling at all?
Yeah, I think he's got a bruised toe, which wasn't, which was why he was limping a little bit, and it was just bashing against the end of his boot. I won't go into too much detail, but his toenail's not in great shape. So I think it's something that can be patched up by the physios and hopefully be okay second innings.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, Lizzie, please.
Hi, Jimmy. Is there any signs of the pitch breaking up? Does it look like it's going to break up towards the end of the match?
I'm not sure about breaking up. I think it might get a little bit lower as the game goes on. That's certainly the way the 3-day game we played. It seems a very similar wicket to that. So that certainly kept a little bit lower as the game went on. And obviously, from our point of view, we want it to not deteriorate too much tomorrow, and then on the final day it can deteriorate as much as it wants. So we've got to get a little bit lucky with the conditions. I think we'll have a think about what roller to put on it in the morning, and then as I said, we've got to bat well, and hopefully it'll deteriorate enough so we can bowl them out second innings.
Thanks.
Julian, and then John Etheridge, please.
Yeah, hello Jimmy. Stuart Broad as well as anyone. How has he taken being left out here?
Well, I think you're fully aware he's not taking it very well. I think, he's very frustrated and disappointed not to be left out. And there was going to be a few guys actually disappointed to be left out. It just shows what strength we've got in our bowling group at the moment, which is exciting for the team. And I think it's great for the team also that Stuart is disappointed to be left out, because it shows that he's passionate. He's desperate to be in this team and be a part of our success going forward. So I think that's a huge positive, for the group going forward.
And obviously it was a tough day for both Mark and Jofra. Did you have any advice for them out there?
Yeah, I mean, we were talking all the time. It was just one of those days for them. I thought they bowled really well. They had some good spells. There were other periods where it was a bit trickier. We all found it tricky at times, certainly when the ball was a bit softer. So yeah, I mean, you have days like this in Test cricket where things don't quite go your way. I thought, Jofra getting a wicket off a no ball, if he gets that, then his confidence goes up and he could get on a roll then. Similarly with Woody, I thought he bowled well in periods, and on another day he could have had more wickets. So it's just one of those things in Test cricket that they've got to get used to that. And it's the exciting thing from a bowler's point of view is that you've got the second innings to come back and you've got another opportunity to get some wickets.
Thank you.
Okay, John, and then we'll finish with Stefan.
Yeah, I was going to ask about Stuart, actually. I mean, did it feel odd not having your old mate out there to sort of bounce ideas off and so on?
Yeah, we've played a lot together, so it's having him at mid-off has been a familiar sight for me when I've been bowling. So it was odd not having him there, but as I said, someone was going to be disappointed, and I'm sure throughout this series we'll have bowlers that are disappointed to miss out. But as we've got such strength in depth, then people are going to have to miss out at times. And I'm sure he'll use this as fuel to sort of push on, and when he does get the nod, he'll perform brilliantly.
Thank you.
Okay, Stefan, please.
Hi, Jenny. You've said time and time again how that you want to carry on playing for England as long as possible. How much has your first taste of behind closed doors cricket just reaffirmed that belief that you want to feel the buzz of a crowd again?
Yeah, it's certainly very different without a crowd. But similarly, at the same time, I didn't think that the sort of drive or what's the word? I just felt there was still that same. It was still a test match. You still got that feeling of it being a test match, and still everyone was hungry to do well. And there was still some big celebrations and things like that when we got wickets, showing that the passion's still there even without the crowd. But yeah, obviously it's not ideal for us. We want a crowd here, certainly at home. We're lucky to have great crowds when we have had in the past for our test matches. So hopefully in the near future we can get back to normal.
Thank you.
Just quickly, George, and then we're done. Thanks. George, no?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. For years we've talked about England maybe needing a bit more pace in their attack, in certain conditions anyway, but there was loads of pace in this particular attack, and it didn't seem to be particularly helpful. And is that just because of these conditions, do you think, or is that a general rule of cricket that actually control movement is more important?
I guess the conditions dictate that. Obviously, you need control. We saw the West Indies bowl well in the first innings, and they had a couple of guys that controlled when they bowled in Holder and Roach, and then the other two, the slightly quicker guys, they had a bit more freedom to run in and just try and bowl quick. So you need a balance, and I think as I said earlier, on another day, Jofra and Mark could have had more wickets and a bit more luck. So I don't think the sort of pace element is the reason why they got 300. I think we all bowled as well as we could, and hopefully in the second innings that pace will help us have even more success.
Okay, thank you everyone. Bye bye.
Yes.